Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today I will be unboxing the all-new LG Rebel 4. Let's get it unboxed. Okay, so the LG Rebel 4 is a phone that was just released to Straight Talk Wireless, so I thought I'd pick it up, unbox it, do a walkthrough, and just show you some things about this phone. Now at the bottom here, you'll see some specs: a 5-inch touchscreen display, Android 8.1, Oreo, 16 gigabytes of storage, an 8 megapixel rear with a 5 megapixel front facing camera, as well, of course, as Wi-Fi. Open up the box here, you'll see some more specs here. Shows 4G LTE, Android 8.1 Oreo, a 5-inch touchscreen display, battery talk time up to 15 hours, standby up to 11 days, Wi-Fi capable, 16 gigabytes internal storage, has a SD card slot up to 32 gigabytes, an 8 megapixel camera, and a 5 megapixel front facing camera, a 1.4 gigahertz quad core processor, and Bluetooth 4.2. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box. Okay, so got the phone out there. Let's go ahead and remove the top plastic piece. We'll go ahead and pull this whole top piece off here. And we'll see what comes in the box. So, of course, you got your removable battery here. Nice to see a battery that is removable. Here, of course, is just your standard LG wall adapter. You do have your micro USB charging cable there, as well as your back cover. You have your LG Rebel 4 quick start guide. That's it. You have your terms and conditions of service, and that's just about it. So I'll go ahead, put all this away, and we will look at the phone. So the phone is now in hand. Now on the front here, you'll see LG Rebel 4 LTE, as well as 5-inch in-cell display, flash for selfie, and auto shot there. The battery's already been installed, 2500 milliamp hour battery. You do get a power button back here, and I'm guessing that's just going to be a power button, no fingerprint sensor. And of course, your housing up here for your nano SIM card slot and micro SD card slot. So put the back cover here on, everything, make sure it's good and snapped in. On the back here, you'll see your rear camera, your flash, your power button, your track phone logo, as well as your rear speaker, LG branding. This phone looks like a lot of budget LGs that have been released today throughout many different carriers under many different names. But this one here is, of course, new. Like I said, for Straight Talk. Let's go ahead and remove this front protector here. And up front here, you'll see your 5-inch display, front-facing camera, your receiver. On top here is just a secondary microphone. On the left is a spaced volume rocker. On the bottom, micro USB charging port, headphone jack, and microphone. On the right side here, you have nothing at all. As I mentioned, the back here. So let's go ahead and give this phone its first boot up. So we got LG there. Life's good, powered by Android. So let's go ahead and get this phone here all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up now and ready to go. Now, like I made mention, this is not a fingerprint scanner back here. It's just a typical power button and swipe to unlock. You got your typical, security like PIN, pattern, password, stuff like that. If you want some added security, on your phone. Now here on the home screen of this phone is just your typical standard LG experience. I mean, nothing really new. You can swipe up here to go to your app drawer. Got all your Google folders up there, your media, productivity, tools. So going to tools here, you see your calculator, clock, audio recorder, download, setting, quick memo, and task. Productivity here for calendar, contacts, one weather, and file manager. Your media here for your music and FM radio. And of course your Google here for your Google, Chrome, Gmail, Maps, YouTube, Drive, and stuff like that and so forth. So let's go ahead and pull the drop down here, and you got your typical stuff here. You got your Capture Plus, Wi-Fi, sound, Bluetooth rotation, data, flashlight, airplane mode, sync, hotspot, battery saver, location, comfort view, do not disturb, and data saver. You can also edit those to your liking. Let's go ahead and go here into the settings and browse around here. So you got network and internet. So you have your Wi-Fi, mobile data, advanced calling, call, tether, VPN, wireless emergency alert, stuff like that. You got your connected devices, sound, display here. So going to display to the home screen, you have your home and app drawer, and you got a app drawer icon. You can power that on or power that off if you so wish. You have your wallpaper, screen swipe effect, icon shape, grid, loop, home screen, and your search by swiping down on the home screen. You got your wallpapers and themes. You got font, your home touch buttons here. You can customize the color of it. You can also show, lock, or hide icon and hide home touch buttons if you so choose. You have your display size, comfort view, your brightness, auto rotate screen, timeout, screensaver, and stuff like that. Now down here at lock screen and security, you got your Google Play Protect, Find My Device, security update there. You can choose to just have no security, swipe, pattern, pin, or password. You can customize your lock screen, secure lock settings, and so forth and so on. So pretty much a lot of stuff here that you're seeing on a lot of phones, a lot of LG phones already. Got extensions here for your smart cleaning, your gaming. You got your shortcut keys and your knock on, knock off feature there as well. Apps notification, you got battery. So battery here, you have your battery usage, battery percentage, power, battery saver, power saving exclusions, and your usage and stuff like that. Internal storage, you do have 16 gigabytes of storage, and 5.68 gigabytes has already been used, so you have 10.3 gigabytes free for your apps, games, stuff like that. It will also hold an SD card as well. Now down here at accessibility, you have your vision, your hearing, motor and cognition, accessibility feature shortcut, auto rotate screen, select to speak, switch access. I will get into all that more here in a more full review. You got your system here as well. So we'll go in here and go into memory. So this phone does have 2 gigabytes of RAM in this phone. Go here to About Phone and we'll scroll down here to Software Info, and it is running 8.1 Oreo with June 2018 security patch. That's pretty much all the settings there that you're seeing on this phone. Let's go into the dialer here for a moment. Just your typical standard dialer with your call, voicemail, messaging, and all stuff like that. Go into the messages here and we will add a new message, and there is your keyboard. So it's a standard LG keyboard. Here, you can push this here to go into all of your emojis. So all of your emojis are here to choose from. And honestly, the phone, the phone does feel fairly smooth. It is kind of slow to react sometimes, but I mean, the phone does seem to run, fairly smooth. Let's go to the camera for a moment and see what kind of settings we have going on in here. So up here, we got your settings, your mode. This button here will go to a few effects, like negative, posterized, aqua, mono, none, and sepia, front facing camera, and of course your flash. And let's go into the mode up here. You got auto and you got flash jump cut. So not a whole lot of settings going on in here. Let's go in here. You got your HDR mode, cheese shutter, your pictures down here. You got an 8 megapixel camera down to 6 and 6 here, 16 by 9 and 1 by 1. Video you can record in full HD. 16 by 9, 1920 by 1080, and 720 by 1280, 16 by 9 there as well, and a self timer. So that's just about all there is to it. Now go to the front facing camera here, and the same thing is going on here. Got your mode for your auto or flash jump cut. Your flash will really just brighten up your screen, and got your settings here as well for selfie shot, save as flip, gesture view. Has a 5 megapixel camera. Drops off from there, and it can record also in full HD and 720p 16 by 9 here. So typical basic stuff. Now this phone costs $79 at Walmart. That's what I paid for this one here when I picked it up. $79 for a phone that's, I mean, there's nothing really basically wrong with the phone. It's small, I know that the big bezels, a lot of people, they won't like that. But that's what this phone offers. 8.1 Oreo, 1.4 gigahertz quad core processor, so I'm assuming the 425 Snapdragon, 2 gigabytes of RAM with 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, and a 720p display. So $79, is it really worth it? I don't really know. I mean, that's a lot of money for a phone that's as basic as this phone here is. I mean, you have no fingerprint scanner back here on the back. The camera settings are pretty much just your standard basic. There's nothing really flashy with the phone, nothing like that. But I mean, for $79, I would expect a little bit more. But it is what it is. This is a straight talk device. It has the red map, so it's Verizon. and all like this. I'll probably throw in my Total Wireless SIM card in this phone to see how it works for a couple of days, stuff like that, and just kind of use it a little bit. But a lot of phones, that are being released 2018 do look like this in their budget line on LG devices. So, it is what it is. Decent little phone, basic phone to kind of like carry a secondary phone, a phone for a kid, something like that. But I mean, an everyday phone, I just don't really see it happening. So, if this video was helpful and informative, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it below. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that bell for post notifications. I'd really be appreciated. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.